Okay, this is for the video because it hasn't started yet, but I'm gonna be right back while people join. All right, I'm back. Hello, you guys, and welcome. I'm actually on time streaming, although I wasn't quite on camera at 8, but I was streaming at 8. So, for those of you that have watched my videos before or have been on my lives before following along with yoga, you should know some of these techniques. For those of you that don't know the techniques or have questions, feel free to ask. But we're also, while we go through the stretches and I teach you guys how to stretch, we'll be talking about motivation as well. I almost didn't even get on here, even though I keep saying I'll stream and I'll be on. I almost didn't have the motivation to get on here. Because I just wanted to rest a little bit longer and UA wouldn't let me. The dog, if you know. But I don't know where my stopwatch is. We'll just do it this way. But because I already planned this routine and worked with other people today, I had to do this because I haven't had a stand on your own class in a while. And I want to teach you guys how to do this. And the training wheels class can be very boring, but it's to memorize one routine so that when you don't know what to do or don't want to try a different routine, then you can just do that. But today we're going to teach you a new routine and teach you how to do different stretches. Now, normally we start with 5 minutes of breathing. I don't know if TikTok's ADHD is going to be good for that, so we'll do the 5 minutes of breathing after. But if you want to do 5 minutes of breathing on your own, feel free. But what we're going to do is we're going to start in just a simple tabletop. And so this should be something that everyone can follow along with. So anytime I want to start my stretches, I start with warming my wrists up one way or another. And I've done this so much today that this does not hurt, although this was really hurting me this morning. So I'm going to turn to the side so you can see better. And I'm going to move side to side, and I'm going to raise up on just my fingers so that the pads of my pads of my hands aren't touching. And now that might hurt you guys. And you go to your comfort level. So if that's too much, go back down. If that's not enough and you want more, the best way to really stretch those hands, is to turn the fingers toward the toes. Ooh, and now I'm just gonna move around and breathe. Now, the trick, if you haven't watched these videos, is to use the muscles and engage them. So while my hands are here, I relax on an inhale, and on an exhale, I'll push toward the ground, or I'll try to make a fist and turn my fist this way against the ground. So I'm engaging those muscles. and just move back and forth. We're just looking for movement and strength. And you can do one arm at a time and even use this hand to push against. So this was the class that really got my yoga going in Macon, Georgia. We would do the training wheels occasionally and come back around to it to make sure people try to start memorizing it. But every morning I would spend an hour to 2 hours stretching myself out, and then I'm going to sit back toward my heels so I'll get on camera better. Now, the closer your hands are, that hurts like not at all. The closer they are to the knees, the less it's going to hurt. But if I take my hands all the way out here and then sit back the same way, that makes me want to stop talking. And again, I relax on an inhale and I push against the ground and move around on the exhale. And this is the more fun class. But now it's hard to find 2 hours to try to figure out what to do every day before class. Okay. So now once you warm the hands up, we'll start warming the hips and the legs up. So this is going to be more fun, and I'll keep to the side so you can see it. But what you'll do is you'll either take that leg out straight, and you can move that hip around, roll the ankle around like that. And if that's good, you can take that arm out, opposite arm. Now this will help with your core. So opposite arm and opposite leg, and I'm just moving around, and I'll show you from this angle too. So move around, and I'm looking for that balance without falling over. And just finding that balance without falling over can be difficult. If you want a little extra, you can lift up on that foot. And I did that on the ground just to show you guys because the mat wasn't there. Got a little cramp in my foot for a second. I'm going to see if anyone has any questions or anything while I get this cramp out of my foot. So if you have a cramp in your foot, or anywhere, you add pressure and breathe out. Don't breathe in. Breathe all the way out. And once you can't breathe out, then breathe in. Okay, cramp's gone. So, sometimes it's hard to find motivation. And we do what we can every day. And I try to make it easy on people, but people like the fun class, and this is the more fun class. It's just hard to remember the next day what you did. But that's what the live stream is for. You can go back and watch it now. All right, now, if that's good, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this leg forward and come into a low lunge. Now, you can place your arm up here, but we want to add resistance. So unless you have a yoga strap to place around your foot, so that you can, there we go, so that you can walk down that yoga strap. This is probably the best way, but if you don't have that strap, just place those hands behind your head, and you can use them the same kind of way. And this class is so the stand on your own class is this go as far or as little as you can, basically go to your level. I'm forgetting words. I have not stretched much, and this is the first time I've done this class in a year or a year and a half. And each exhale, push. And each inhale, relax. I'm trying to touch my ankle with my right hand, and then touch my ankle with my left hand. And the goal isn't to try to strain yourself, it's to see where the range of motion is in your body. You might not even be able to get your arms above your head. Your knee might hurt, you might need to put a pillow under there. So do what you need to do, but use that resistance, and each inhale you should relax and go a little bit deeper into that stretch. And that's just inviting someone to join. All right, now, with that leg there, we're going to check the hip on the inside. Now, take the hands down, and this doesn't bother me at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the hands to the opposite side, and oh, this hurts more. Oh, so I'm pushing this way with my arm as I push the opposite way with my knee, and move around as I breathe out. It's like patting your head and rubbing your stomach and chewing bubble gum and standing on one leg or hopping on one leg all at the same time. It's a lot to remember, because the first thing that happens when you get stressed is you just want to stop breathing, stop thinking. Now, you can try to go into that twist with that arm up, or even I almost can interlace my hands reverse. That's not something I would suggest. That's very advanced. Like interlacing your hands this way, easy. Well, for some, I've done this like 3 times today. But the opposite way, oh, that's hard because your arm doesn't really bend this way. So getting these to interlace underneath this leg could hurt something, so don't really try that. Oh. And then the last thing to do is straighten this leg, or use this foot to pull against to try to get it straight. And if the leg has trouble getting straight, you can push down on, like above the knee, but make sure that you're pushing back with the leg and you're not pushing hard enough so that you hyperextend the knee. You want the leg pushing up to win. You just want to add a little resistance as it pushes. And roll that foot right to left. And then we'll switch sides. I'm going to see if anyone has any questions first. I didn't see any. Now, if you have a partner, and I'm going to take the leg out first and make sure that has balance. And then I'm going to take the opposite hand out, but I can use it to push against. Or you can even grab that foot and try to straighten that leg to have resistance against it. But that's just looking for movement, and I'm fine there, so I'm going to bring this foot forward. And the first thing I'm going to check is the psoas here to make sure. If you have back pain and you can't lay flat, you have to have something under your knees. This is the muscle you need to stretch, and this is a stretch you need to do, is a back bend. So taking those hands up, and as you breathe out, ow, this hurts more on this side. Oh, this hurts a lot more on this side. I don't like this side. Ow. I gotta readjust my knee. Something popped in my ankle or my foot. Relax each inhale. And you'll do about 3 breaths. Whew. This side's much worse. I don't even remember if I did the other side. No, but that's not really an issue. A little bit, but it's more the instability here. So I'm gonna forward fold this way and see if I can get my hands on the inside. And there's no problem there. So I'm gonna take them to the outside, and this, my arm doesn't want to go. So, if you have any questions about the techniques, you should know them by now if you watched the other videos and I haven't seen any questions. So, I'm just going to start talking about why I haven't been on every day. Ow. And where my motivation's been. Whew. Oh, I've got so many court cases. I've got court coming up Monday. Same judge that I'm suing somehow still gets to preside over me and tries to arrest me for trying to record because they deny me footage. They deny me the court transcripts and recordings and everything. So I just want a copy. So I've been trying to record it and they're like, nope, we'll arrest you. So, makes me not want to do these videos because I don't get much interaction from anyone in town, which is why I'm doing this for all my clients that don't even have the motivation to walk upstairs. And a lot of them can't. These stairs are very steep. I need someone to donate one of those chairs that go up. Like you press the button and you sit in the chair. Whew, that hurts. I'm going to try to straighten that leg now. I don't think that's a good idea. But I'm going to try it anyway. Ooh. So, the best way to try to straighten the leg is not to straighten the leg and try to reach the toe. It's to grab the toe safely in a position that you can grab it and it doesn't hurt, and then start to extend the leg.
You've got mail.
Well, I should have put this on Do Not Disturb, shouldn't I have? If it starts annoying me too much, you know what? Someone might call. Maybe I should put this on Do Not Disturb. That'd actually be a good idea. If anyone has any questions so far, let me know. Alright. Whew. There's a leaf on it. Oh, that pillow might work. I was seeing if I had a pillow that might be beneficial for my knee. Because this leg has been rotated for 1.5 years. Oh, that feels so much better. And so, doing this 4 times today, this knee's like, what are we doing? Like what we should have been doing for 1.5 years. But, motivation. Oh. So, we are here, straightening that leg. Now it wants to push off the pillow. There we go. And as I rock right to left, if I can push down. Now you can let the end of that foot go if the leg's not straight and you want to focus on that. Oh, more. I'm gonna talk no more for a second. That kind of hurt. In a good way. And I'm stretching the toes because they started to cramp. So I'm just raising up and lifting up on the toes, and the pressure is taking the cramp away. Because I'll tell you this, even though I've said it 600 million times, the reason we engage the muscle in the stretch is because the muscle is either off or on. It's either contracting or doing nothing. So if you pull this side and this is doing nothing, it's going to instinctively hold on because it doesn't want it to rip. And if you win, you rip it. But if you hold this side from moving and getting contracted, then as this contracts, it'll pull itself apart. And now you have the entire strength of the muscle working with you rather than against you. And if it wins, both sides have a safe stopping point, and you can't hurt yourself, pretty much. You always can, but it's a lot safer to do it this way. Most of my clients were 50 and up. So, the next thing we're going to do... Oh, I don't even remember after that. Oh, yes. So, we were going to start with a forward fold and try to get those legs loosened up. So, we like to work one leg at a time, so we tell if there's any difference or any problems, and that way we can work those problems without anything here. So, if I can get the leg straight and all the way down, and this leg is all the way up, that's awesome. Now, if you can't get all the way down, if you can't get this leg straight, what you can do is use this leg to walk down, and it will start pulling you down and helping you get further into that stretch on this side. This is my problem side. I should start with my problem side so I could show you guys and then see if anyone has questions. While I don't need to stretch the other side. Oh, now this is a safer position to push on the knee because if it wins, it still can't really be hyperextended. It's a safe push. I still wouldn't push so hard that you're going to try to hyperextend it or at least push all the way to the ground. But, oh, it's a lot safer position. Ow! Ankle popped. Oh, that worked. Oh, wow. Now, I got my leg straight because my ankle popped into place. And after this, I'll see if anyone has questions. But I need to get down to this foot. So I'm going to use this leg to get me down to this foot. So, oh, you can walk down like this, or you can use this leg to push against. And I like this first because this is easier and you still can really get down. This is going to be a lot harder on you, but the goal is both sides. And I can't believe I did that. And so the thing with this is do what you can every day. And if you do at least 5 to 10 minutes every day, Preferably 2 to 3 times a day if you're only doing 5 minutes. 10 minutes to maybe 3 times still. I did 20 minutes twice a day. And the third time, if needed, around 2 to 5. Now this hurts, so I'm just doing this for me. And so I still get called, oh, that felt good, all kinds of crazy in this town, but we're waking up. I'm starting to be able to talk on other platforms, but I didn't really get on here to create content, but I've always wanted to live stream my classes for free. I never want to make money on this. It never should be about money. That's why I have free healing. But I've even gotten banned for sharing free healing, so I don't do that on here. I just try to get my story out, and then once that's out, maybe I'll be allowed to speak, and then I won't get banned for telling you guys how to heal. But if you have questions on healing, you can direct message me, and I'll let you know. Hi, Turnip. I'm busy. All right, so once you stretch both of those, what we're going to do is we're going to come into a downward dog. So we'll start in cat-cow and then work our way into downward dog. So I like the Ashtanga way of popping up and hopping back. And so cat-cow is just simple. This way. Now cat-cow is like this, but I always add movement. Your body doesn't just go this way and this way. Your body can move in all kinds of directions, but not if you don't ever try. So I like to use my yoga for finding imbalance and problems rather than just trying to move one direction and the other. I like to run circles around the guys at the gyms. They're like, I'm buff. I'm like, yes, you are. Can you touch your toes? Oh, so once you do that cat-cow and you warm up, we're going to go into downward dog. So I'll turn to the side for this too, actually. So the trick with downward dog is to start with one leg at a time. So you can have this leg down for support, working that leg up so that it's only the right leg that's down, and you're trying to get the heel down on the ground, like the back heel on the ground, and the butt up toward the air, and just rock side to side. And switch sides if you want. Ow! I don't think I wanted to. Oh. And I'm reversing my wrists too, just to give me a little extra challenge and stretch. Oh, that left side. Oh, that hurts. Oh, I use my hands a lot, and I rarely stretch anymore. And that's why I had the motivation today to show you guys the routine that I created for the women's homeless shelter or support shelter. Oh. Come here. Come here. Have you guys seen the screamer? She screams at me all the time. I think she wants me to massage her, but I'm in the middle of doing some yoga. I'm teaching a class, and my clients in Warner Robins might actually not even be watching, but because I think if they were watching, they would have commented by now. I'm just gonna stop talking. Ow! Okay, there we go. Ooh, something popped. Okay. Now, once you do one leg at a time, did I do the other leg? I don't even know. That just hurt so much. Whew. Yeah, I did the other leg. And then you can do both feet. Now, the problem with that is it's hard to add resistance on your own. So, we're going to do the stand on your own more challenging pose. And this is more stand on your own, tone, strength, and balance. So this is level 2 to 3. So, I'm going to use this wall. Take my leg up. Push on the exhale. And just not push and move around and relax on the inhale. Ooh, I'm gonna switch sides. Ooh. Ow. Oh, that side doesn't hurt as much. All right, I'm gonna see if anyone has any questions. Well, other people might be doing that. Only do that if you have a little bit of balance. Again, we're showing what you can take it to, but what you should start from. So start from basic and go to the level you need to stop. Now, we're going to do some standing poses, so I'm going to actually readjust the tripod. Because, yes, this needs to come up now. Let's see. Let's see. Over. Why you got? Oh yeah. There we go. You can come up some more. All right. So that'll work. Let me just tilt the phone up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so standing poses will start simple, and actually, I'll keep it right there because you can see my feet. Standing poses, and actually, since the yoga strap's right here, this is perfect. So now I'll keep it right there because you can see my feet. Poses, and actually, since the yoga strap's right here, this is perfect. So with the yoga strap, you can take it easily like this and start pulling yourself. I'm turning to the side, and I'm going to over-exaggerate this because I've shown you this before, but since I have the strap right here, it's a perfect time. So I'm over-exaggerating the hump in my back because some people, as they try to pull themselves down, since I have the strap right here, it's a perfect time. So I'm over-exaggerating the hump in my back. If I try to straighten those legs, that strap will keep that hump down. Attachment. I was trying to get my turn. Oh. And I bend my other leg. So yeah. I'm going to see if anyone has any questions, and then we're going to get into the next thing. So, once you forward fold, you both sides. When you take the legs apart, and what you do is you start where you need to. As you go, you're trying to work your way down. And take the head to the ground. you want to. Oh, my favorite. Let's just take the arms behind the back, and I'll show you that in a second. Any questions or anything? Oh, actually. And again, rock side to side if you need to. Now, I'm going to show you this. I can take some yoga blocks. And as you go down, if you can touch one, move it. Touch another one, move it. If you can touch another one. Oh, it's breaking up some lymphatic. Now, head rush. Now, if you start to get a head rush, that is your Kundalini rising up from here to your head too fast and unbalanced. So try to sit there and let it balance itself. The more you practice that, the cooler it actually is and unbalanced. So try to sit there and let it balance itself. The more you practice that, the cooler it actually. Ooh, leg shake actually. Nice. And the next will be ooh. Ooh. I'm going to try the other side. It should be better. Ooh. I'm going to try it in a second. Oh. All right. See where I get to here. Ooh. Ooh. This is not bad side. But good news is I can get both legs straight and just about as far on each side. Whew. So, I want to see if anyone has questions. No, perfect. All right, so. Next step is going to be turning to the side and either. Next step is going to be turning to the side and either that one. I'm on the side. So, actually, I wasn't on the side. It is that one. I'm on the side. So, actually, I wasn't on the side. It is not sure more than the head there. So, I'm going to start on the side. So, I'm going to start on the side. So in that lunge, you take the hands down to the ground, but keep that back leg up. If that's good. So in that lunge, you take the hands down to the ground, but keep that back leg up. If that's good. So in that lunge, You take your hands down to the ground, but keep that back leg up. If that's good, take the We can use that head, or you can interlace the hand. We can use that head, or you can interlace the hand. Copper water vessel. Now, one of my first days in class, it was online because it was Ovid with a C. But that saved me from having to go live in India for a year to get certified in it. But it was still a really good class. Oh, like, but I don't like to be strict. I want everyone to be able to practice how they want, you know. And then I start drinking water. He's like, "Don't drink water during your practice." Be able to practice how they want, you know. And then I start drinking water. He's like, "Don't drink water during your practice." Like everything I did, he yelled at me. I eventually just turned the camera off so we can see. And then last, and my mic muted. But he was very good in bringing the. He was very good in bringing the tradition, whether he understood it or not. He would bring a lot of the root tradition of Ashtanga. Ooh. We're going to do the same basically, but we're going to do the opposite. So, ooh. We're going to do the same basically, but we're going to do the opposite. So, I'm going to turn this way. I'm going to turn off that back this way. So we're going to get again. I don't even remember. Feet. Lower yourself. Now that came down. I'm going to turn this way. Now I'm going to turn off that back this way. So we're going to get again. I don't even remember. Down kind of hard. Down kind of hard. Fine. Fine. Feet. Lower yourself. Now that came down kind of hard. Fine. Oh. Now that's how you know if you're ready for stand on your own. And obviously, I haven't done it in a while. Or not stand on your own, tone, strength, and balance, which is level 3. It's when you can go up and down like that. And I was there before. Oh. So I'm going to see if anyone has questions before we get to the seated poses. Back to the seated poses some more. Okay. So, because I work with my hands a lot, I'm going to check my hands again. So one of the favorite poses that I like to start with, and I start with this pose mostly in all of my practices, and it's just lifting up. Because again, I'm not doing this for an exercise. I'm not doing it for fun. I'm doing it to help my hands and wrists. That's how it started. And then it just definitely became fun. Now, if that doesn't hurt, you can begin to lift up more or start to do one hand at a time. And I would recommend seeing if you can lift all the way up with both hands first, because if that's good, then when you come back down, you can begin those one hands and working one hand all the way up. Oh. Oh. But it hurts me more when my hands down this way. Because it's deep in my palms that hurt. So the other stretch is just feels good. This hurts in such a horrible, horrible good way. I'm going to do the other hand. Now, it doesn't hurt as much, but I have been playing guitar more lately. Not the past couple of days. I was stressing over a lawyer call, and I stress every time I have to drive out of here, because there's videos of them like passing by me before I even pull out, and then like, oh, he's pulling out, let's get him. Ah, they're like, I pulled you over because of what I saw behind your car. I'm like, you didn't even see behind my car. You were in. No. Anyway, so this is where motivation comes in. So you have to push out the negative thoughts and know that you can't let it ruin your day or your week or your life. Oh, this hurts. Okay, so this is what I need to do. And this is why I want to show you guys while I'm still in pain, because it helps me remember how to teach you guys better. Now I turn my hand the opposite way. So I had my hand like this before. Now I turned it this way. And the right hand, I feel nothing. Left hand, I don't even want to turn it this way. I definitely don't want to try to lift up. So I'm going to use my knee to pull against and add a little pressure. I'm going to try to lift up to my fingers so that my pad isn't. Oh.
So what I'm looking for, when you feel pain in your hand, it's because, in that position, it's because this can't stretch. So I'm trying to add that stretch in here. And if I do this, then I can roll it out. And if I don't lift those, then that stays flat. So you're trying to make a ball so you can roll it out. Oh, maybe someone has some questions or comments. Ow! Ooh, I'll be right there. NC. Oh,
I'm coming back to that. Oh no, that's just invite 2 different people and invite like 6 different people as guests. All these spam. Invite this spam as a guest. Like, they never even comment. They're not like, hey, I'm a real person. Would you like to invite me? No, it's just like, invite this spam as a guest. Or they could be real people, but maybe TikTok's inviting them for me. This hurts so much. Oh. This hand's been hurting a lot because of guitar too. Turnip, is that you running around all crazy like? Oh, okay. It hurts less. Ooh. Oh, something popped a little. Oh, okay. Oh, look at that. Okay. There, I can lift up. We'll give that a break. Ooh. Okay. So, I'm gonna give those hands a break for a second. We'll do. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I'm just gonna stop talking to you. I'm just gonna ignore you. Alright, so I'm gonna take my hands and pull myself down. Now as I do that, you can see my knees might come up. So you can also, if you want, use those elbows to resist as those knees push up. Let the knees push and you just resist with an equal pressure. And I'm moving side to side and rocking back and forth because it'll help me get deeper in that pose. Now if you want it deeper, you can take those hands and wrap them underneath and grab the feet and then pull yourself down. Ooh. Oh, I'm gonna do a pose I haven't done in a while. I didn't plan this one. I just need to do this one, and it's frog. So, take the knees as far apart as you can, but you're keeping the legs parallel. So, the feet, I'll turn this way. So the feet are not gonna come in like this. You keep the feet, parallel. Whoa. Now I'm gonna turn back this way so you don't have that view. That's not serious. Every breath or every inhale, I relax, and every exhale, I try to take my knees a little further apart if I can. Oh, okay. And we'll end on these last 2 stretches. It's technically 3 because it's one side. So, the first stretch is one leg at a time. And the last one's not even a stretch, it's just Shavasana. And you'll roll back and forth, side to side. Turn yourself into a little ball. And get comfortable, make sure you're even. And whenever you're ready, you're going to take one leg out straight. So I'll do my left leg first. My knee with my left hand. Ow! Ow! Back popped. And I pull my knee down. I'm adding resistance and letting my knee push up. Back popped. And I pull my knee down. I'm adding resistance and letting my knee push up. And when it stops, then push up and just hold. Now, if you can get the knee and the shoulder down on opposite sides, the next step is to grab that foot. Ooh. And take that leg out straight. And switch sides when you're ready. Oh. Ow. 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 Well, that just feels good. I'm gonna try to grab my foot and straighten the leg. See how this side feels. This side's probably not gonna want to do that. And I don't want to kick Sam. He's sleeping well. All right. And so I'm going to show you the last pose, and it's just corpse pose. Palms facing up, or you can put them on your chest, your stomach, or one on each. Palms facing up is receiving. Palms facing you is holding on to your own energy. So, whatever you feel you need to do, you guys stay there. I'm going to come up, see if anyone has any questions while I talk you through the next steps. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 5 minutes of breathing. And since we didn't do it at first, I'm going to talk you through it before we start those 5 minutes. Because you should already know how to do this if you've been following my channel. And you've been coming to the yoga classes, or at least going to check out the lives. I might have a little puzzle coming up in a second. Or, no, maybe I hit something. No, you haven't detected inactivity. Yep, there's the puzzle piece. Drag the puzzle piece. I already did that. Come here. You're pretty. I like that. There you go, puzzle piece. So what we're going to do is we're going to, once this continues, is we're going to walk through how to breathe. Oh, no internet connection. Refresh. Oh, I wonder if the do not disturb messed with the verifying the puzzle piece. But, alright, I'm back. Disturb messed with the verifying the puzzle piece. But, alright, I'm back. And hold, I'll tell you when to breathe out. So, this is how we get tone, strength, and balance, which is tone, strength, and balance, which is live pranayama. Let me last